Of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the ball.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready? Yeah. Fight.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for the Bengals. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 70, Indy.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was right. Named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Got his man. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Single.
Minshew throwing on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set. 10-2, sir.
Here we go. Chance one. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Yep.
He's checking.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 17-0 our score after one. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Bravo. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
On second down, Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
52.
Minshew, first and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
At the Bengals' 45-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, tight.
No. Wall. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready, set.
Watch Mike. In your face.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
52's the mark. 152. Go out.
Check it back.
Ready.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
8-3. He's coming. Go. Hey, Jet. 2.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
This one taken just inside the 10. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags.
And the Jaguar first down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Minshew. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
So third and long, here's Minshew. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Let's get it. Ready? 44. Mike, 44. Kyler, 64. Weak. Now.
On third down, Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now they run with Mixon, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
15 line. Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, orbit! Go!
They'll set up to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, come on, oh.
Hey, exit.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready. 18 game.
check Mike 50.
Go.
Watch the twist.
Yo, faster.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Fifty's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. There's a nice move. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Anderson. And he's got some space here. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 37 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Sam off.
He's coming. We got double up.
Rock it.
Check.
Speed grip.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Look, squeeze. Back, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
Hands up. Lead. 44 is the mic. Hey, tight down. There you go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be